Alright, here it comes. The next song is called Homegrown.
Ooh, that Homegrown.
So that's why I told you we could just hold the blunt for the long-ass interview to the Homegrown. And, Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to pick out the voice. Get it down. So anyway, Homegrown features two artists out of Kansas City, Missouri. I learned that in these interviews. I don't know where they were from. But I kind of repeat myself as well because I'm talking to fucking two people about the same song at two different times. So just fucking deal with it. First guy on here in the first verse is named the Hassan Assassin. And on the hook is Jinx McFly.
Hey.
So let's check out their interviews. Appreciate them calling in. And then you'll hear our song Homegrown, which, as you could probably guess, is a little stoner jam. So, not the stoner jam, but a stoner jam.
Hey.
That'll make sense later. Check it out.
Roll up, blow up, listen up.
So, what's up, man? The Hassan Assassin.
Are we starting the interview now?
Yeah, let's just do it. Get into it.
Oh, shit. Hey, what's good, you guys? Your boy THA, man. I'm on here with A2O Podcast. Thank you so much for having me on here. You know what I'm saying? What's good with it?
Yeah, perfect. And where are you from?
Kansas City, Missouri.
Oh, hell yeah.
816, baby.
Not too far. Got a few other Missouri homies as well. We got another one on this mixtape, or not mixtape, album, I guess it is. CJ Jones, also out of Missouri, so got a couple Missouri people.
Yeah.
Where'd your name come from?
My name, the Hassan Assassin, actually, my middle name is Hassan. When I was, before my mom had me, she had a little bit of a Muslim stage going on. So at that time, you know, that's kind of where she came up with my middle name for the most part. And then, eventually she didn't have the Muslim phase go on. So I kind of went with that ever since then when I started really rapping around my friends and stuff like that. And I went by another name, but everybody was just like, hey, Hassan Assassin, you know what I'm saying, about the rap. And I kind of went with it and just stuck with it.
Hell yeah. And then use the THA in there, which is cool because I have a THA in my rap name. So there you go.
Straight up.
It's Takeover. Yeah, man. So basically, the song you're on here on this album is called Homegrown. So if people aren't familiar, that is a marijuana reference. Here in Oklahoma, we got the medicinally legal stuff, and it's the greatest thing ever. I don't know where Missouri's at. Hopefully y'all are there or close.
I mean, we got some good, but we do like to travel. We like to travel and test everybody out. So, you know what I'm saying? I love everybody's smoke. You feel me? We actually just legalize it where it's like, if you get pulled over and stuff like that, you won't, get a ticket for possession and stuff like that. Like, we had that law already where it's under, 20 grams or so, but now it's more like it's not on your record or anything like that now. So we're slowly, coming around, you know what I mean?
Hell yeah. So I actually, right before I called you here, was checking on, I have 2 plants growing in my backyard. I plant them directly into the ground because I'm an idiot, and we're going to see how they go. So my homie Powwow, who lives up in Tulsa these days, who's been on the podcast many times, he's like a master grower, so I've been trying to have him help me because I fucked up and planted them right in the ground. And I guess that's like a no-no because your normal ground fucking sucks. So,
right.
Anyway, the reason I'm bringing that up is so this song is called Homegrown, and the way I'm sure I've explained it many times on this podcast episode, I sent everybody a link, to a folder with a bunch of beats, and then artists let me know which beat they wanted, and then y'all went to work on it. So you came back. You wanted one that I don't think I've mentioned this yet. It actually does have a sample from this, there's some Swiss milkmaids, if you go on YouTube, or maybe they're from New Zealand. I don't remember where they're from, but they do this yodeling shit in the mountains, and so I sampled that, so you can hear that yodeling lady. That's what the melody's made out of on this beat, and that's the one you chose, and then you brought back with your homie Jinx McFly on the hook.
Shout out to Jinx McFly, man. That's my homie right there. That's the homie. Shout out to Jinx.
Yeah, so you came back, you had him on the hook, which I thought was very much, it just fit really well. I think the hook is, I don't want to say it's like a throwback, it's not even necessarily that, but there is something about it that's nostalgic. I will say, on the hook, and then you rap on the first verse, which you didn't even really want to rap on the first verse, but I kind of forced you to stay on it, if I remember correctly.
You really did, honestly, because I was still at that time, I didn't know what I really wanted to write to. I just knew, like, I was like, I liked all your beats, but this one, like, really just stood out to me, and I was like, this motherfucker hard. I'm gonna give you a minute to write to this one. I was like, wonder if you want to do something first, but I'm glad you let me step up and get on that mug first, though. I appreciate that, because, yeah, that had me, always step my pen to the pad up. I love that.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's all about, getting, all the collabs made. So it was cool because I make a lot of stoner tracks, so this is like right on brand for me. It wasn't that hard for me to write this verse. Some of the songs on this album, they're not really in my wheelhouse, because of, like I said, the nature of the way we make the songs. And people come back with all kinds of shit, and I'm like, all right, I'll try to make a verse to it. But this one, I was like, okay, I literally just smoked, so let's write a verse. It wasn't hard at all.
Straight up. Hey, straight up. And you know what was funny about the song, honestly? I didn't have a hook for it or nothing like that, right? So I had my verse halfway done, and I actually posted it on my Facebook at a Dose of THA. And I just posted out there on my Facebook. I was like, hey, I'm looking for someone to do a hook, man. Pull up. You know what I'm saying? I had about like 3-4 artists hit me up. But my boy Jinx, like, we've been cool. We've done a lot of business moves together and stuff when it comes to music. And he hit me up. He ain't never been to my crib before. It was just so funny how he hit me up. And he was like, bro, I'm 10 minutes away. Just send me the address. I'm there. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, he don't even know where I stay, but if he's 10 minutes away. And he literally showed up in 15 minutes.
Oh, yeah. That's dope.
Yeah, came over with a lady friend, you know what I'm saying? Sat down, rolled a little son. I rapped my verse a little bit, and that's when he just started the homegrown. And, the rest is history from there,
Hell yeah. Well, it turned out dope. I'm sure, we'll work on something else in the future, possibly. Also, might have you call in.
I'm going to send it to you after the interview.
All right, dope. And then, maybe have you on the normal podcast in the future. I'll get in touch with you and we'll schedule something out. Because I know you're always doing shit, it seems like. So it seems like you'll have some shit to talk about.
Heck yeah, I appreciate that too, bro. And if it's okay with you, like, because I do production for a show, the Neanderthal podcast out here and stuff. And we've been actually talking about, possibly coming on other people's shows or maybe even interviewing you as well. Saying like a crossover. So that's something we've been talking about. And, that'd be great. We could come down there for an interview and just interview each other and just hang out, I've never been down to OKC.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, I'm actually like an hour south of there, so it's in the middle of nowhere. If y'all ever get to call in, I can definitely call in. I think I'm a decent guest. We'll see how long this quarantine shit lasts. Apparently, right. Where I'm at, the whole world's got it. So,
right. Mask on. That's what I call it. Mask on.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you calling here, and then we'll go ahead and play Homegrown as soon as you hang up here. And I appreciate you. One more thing I need to talk about, because you're the whole reason I got BMI. So if it turns out it's all a piece of shit, waste of time, I'm gonna blame you. But if it turns out to get me money, then I'm gonna thank you. So we'll see how it goes.
Well, I appreciate that, man. And, like BMI, that just, all it is just like, making sure you have your rights to your music and everything. So I just want to make sure, everybody has one. I didn't have one when I first started my music and stuff. And I used to do 3 shows a week when I first started. And it kind of slowed down a little bit, but I didn't know so much about the game. I was still a student in the game, and I still am a student in the game. But finding out that information has helped me, and it has made me, it brought me an income, you know what I'm saying?
Right. I've had other artists after I did it, they said, it's good to do it, you should definitely do it. And I have, and I think I got 6 songs left that are still in processing. And then I'll have all my rap songs registered, and then I may do some of the instrumentals I have uploaded too. So we'll see. So it might be worth it. But I know forever I was like, oh shit, I need to get on that because you kept asking me about it. So
that paperwork. One more thing I just want to say. A big shout out to my people, the Jungle Block. Big shout out to my videographer, Ray C behind the camera, and shout out to my team, Underground Royalty. And I'm about to send you this track when we get done. Homegrown, featuring me, the Hassan Assassin, Jinx, A to the Mo podcast. Thank you so much for having me on here, bro.
All right, peace, dude.
All right, yeah.
What's good, man? How you doing?
I'm good, man. Yeah, it's the first time I've really talked to you. So we just talked to, like, when this podcast comes out, just talked to the Hassan assassin, and he knew you, or he explained to us how he got you over to his place to record the hook. So nice to meet you, man.
No problem, man. Good to meet you as well, man. Yeah, he just basically put it on like Facebook. Hey, I need someone to drop, do a course or something. And I just basically replied like, hey, I just got in my car and was like, hey, I'm on my way. Fuck it, I'm on my way.
Hell yeah,
I didn't even know where he stayed, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's so dope. I don't make any music with people like in person. Like my last album I had one guy who came over here, but it's pretty rare. So I think it's fucking dope to just have that available. That's pretty cool. And you're, I'm guessing, also from Kansas City?
That's correct. Kansas City, Missouri, man.
Hell yeah.
Born and raised.
I have a few friends there. We mentioned CJ Jones, who's on this on this album, and then back then I knew this dude named TK, Tyler Keast, and he's fucking dope as fuck out of there. So I know Kansas City has all kinds of fucking rappers.
Absolutely, man.
So how long you been doing your shit?
Man, I've been doing my shit probably since the age of 17. I'm 34 right now, bro. So I'm still, pushing it.
Hell yeah. I mean, that's half your life.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 32, so I understand. I got started late. I got started like 19. I started rapping at clubs and bars and shit.
Yeah.
But hell yeah, that's dope. And then your name is Jinx. Is it Jinx's? Do you pronounce the S?
No, it's just Jinx.
Okay.
Jinx McFly.
Jinx McFly, which I
Yes,
think is
sir.
a pretty dope name. So how did that come to be?
Actually, funny story, man. I was riding the Greyhound, actually going to Denver, because I used to live up there, and I was going up there to visit my brother or whatnot. And basically, what happened was, I was like, the bus gonna fuck around and break down. Watch, and it broke down, bro. So everyone was like, "Oh man, you and Jinx this and shit. God damn it." So I was like, I just took a part of the name. It was like Jinx, Jinx, Jinx. Okay, yeah, I like that. And then, Marty McFly. If you know anything about Marty McFly, that's Back to the Future.
Right.
But yeah, so that's how it all came about, man. So I was just, pretty much threw both of them together. And, back when that movie came out, it was like, 1985, and that's the year I was born. So.
But yeah, that's the dope way to get your name. I definitely loved Back to the Future when I was a kid. It was fucking dope as shit. So I do have to ask, before we play the song here on the podcast, I do hope that you are a smoker. Making a hook
hell
like this.
Yeah, come on, bruh. That's the only reason why I came up with the song, man.
Hell yeah.
You can't, my thing is this, man. If you speaking about weed, you can't be not a smoker and not, just be, basically saying that you smoke. Nah, I smoke, bro.
Hell yeah. I mean, that's what I love
used
to
to
hear.
live up in, I used to live in Denver. So, that's, everybody, you from Oklahoma, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, the homegrown, man. Every state got that homegrown, that strong, that'll put you on your back.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome here in Oklahoma now. We got the medicinal, so we got everybody growing it. We got dispensaries. The town I live in ain't even that big. It's like a small college town, but we have like 12 or 13 dispensaries in the town. It's so fucking awesome. So I hope that spreads around to the rest of the country.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And to be honest with you, they need to go ahead and just legalize it across the whole United States, to be honest with you, bro.
See, I used to think that, but because I've become elite, I've become a person with a medicinal card. I'm like, shit, if everyone could get it, though, they might run out. So, I'm trying to keep people back.
But, but the only reason why I say that is because, if they was to actually take all the funds from it, man, you'd be surprised what they can do as far as, it'd be better education. It'd be less crime. Crime rate would be tremendously down. Just think about it. People that's been in jail for,
I agree with you, man. The taxes would be dope. They should do it. Get more people growing. I have some in my backyard right now popping up, so, that's what you gotta do. Let America grow again, or something like that.
Yeah.
But,
absolutely.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you being on the album. Maybe in the future we'll have something else to work on. And, if you ever have music coming out and you want to hop on my podcast to talk about it or some shit, just hit me up, man.
Absolutely. And you say, how far do you stay from Tulsa, my dude?
It's probably like 2.5 hours from Tulsa. My best friend just moved up there about a year and a half ago, and so I go and see him every once in a while.
Okay, man, we're going to have to link up for real, man, and, do some more, collaborate, as well as, just blow one in the air if we can, bro.
Oh, hell yeah.
And to be real with you, shoot, I got family that live in Tulsa, so, that's what it's about, man. Just, connecting, unifying people that want to do, that's inspired with love and just making music, man. Just doing it.
I agree. That's why I do it. I don't really do it for listens and fans because I don't have many. So, you gotta just try to make the dope music.
Yeah, and I appreciate you, real talk, I appreciate you allowing me the opportunity to be on your podcast as well as allowing me to be on your beat, bro. That's real talk. And shout out to THA as well and the African. They're my guys, man. I've been rocking with them for a long time, man. So, but yeah, other than that, man, I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime.
All right. If you smoking on the best, feel it in your chest, vibing in the zone, smoking on nothing but that homegrown. If you smoking on the best, you feel it in your chest, vibing in the zone, smoking on nothing but that homegrown.
THA, here I am, all steak, no spam. Get my smoke for the low, hook me up by the gram. It's not about what you know, but who you know. Animal on the track with the UR flow. We some go-getters, never get it twisted. Use a fish in our pond, we will catch you slipping. Big bank, take little bank, keep it moving. Treat the music lightweight, that's why we keep it pushing. Never sleeping wide awake, that's why I'm still pursuing. I'm never lacking, stay trapping, stay hustling. Gas on full, never cruising on E. Shawty want the smoke, you can call me. Niggas want the smoke, you can find me. Hard to trust niggas cry me. And I'm on the beat, putting people on. Only loud we smoking, that's that homegrown.
Feel it in your chest, vibing in the zone, smoking on nothing but that homegrown. If you smoking on the best, feel it in your chest, vibing in the zone, smoking on nothing but that homegrown.
Keepos in the morning, got my throat seasoned up. The way that I be smoking now, y'all not keeping up. I'm chiefing up the greenest bud, I need it cause I'm a fiend. Fucking, I discuss weed like I just think it needed us. I'm 2 bowls deep in a bong so neat. Got me making these songs right after flipping these beats. I be asking my girl about us flipping the sheets. I'm like, me and you, but you could use my face as a seat. Sheesh. I'm just talking like parakeets, but really it all checks out like the knocks on my feet. Dude, I just pop up and fancy. That shit stuck on repeat. And dude, it's fucking fantastic. I'm just like 8 of the meat. It's like every day of the week. I'd rather puff stuff sweet. Dude, I be rapping on these beats. Y'all not talking about me unless you talking to Lee. Man, like you versus me. That shit ain't even a contest. Honestly, y'all can't compete. Smoking on the best, feel it in your chest. Vibing in the zone, smoking on nothing but that homegrown.
Homegrown.
Fuck yeah, homegrown. Shit, perfect stoner jam. Hell yeah. Motherfucker snapping at you. You like, shit, it's a snapping fucking stoner jam.
Right. Well, it's a certain type of stoner song of the like
Hell
low
yeah.
heavy bass. The like when you're the couch lock stoner song, if you will.
Yeah.
Slightly different than some other types of stoner jams, if you will.
For sure.
But yeah, I thought it was cool. The interviews, we're gonna see if I have to edit those down some more. With Jinx says the call dropped a few times, so we had some weird harsh cuts. Both of those fellas like to talk.
Everybody was intense and excited, just wanted to keep going and going. Like, hell yeah. I feel that motivation in both of them. Hell yeah.
Well, hopefully...